By 2025, the automotive industry operated under a simple assumption: aggressively procure generative AI, plug it in, and the organization would instantly gain speed. Instead, after 2 years of rapid deployment, task-level output barely moved. At the executive level, the quality of strategic decisions actually dropped, as conflicting data points created more confusion than clarity. Departments were purchasing their own localized subscriptions and deploying them in isolation. They bought standalone intelligence for specific tasks, creating a massive communication gap across the wider system. A collection of highly capable algorithms sitting on individual hard drives does not equal an intelligent organization. On the dealership floor, the friction is constant. An average employee starts their day toggling between 6 different disconnected AI platforms. Instead of serving customers, they spend hours copying and pasting outputs from one window to another, losing operational time trying to make competing software agree with itself. Service runs diagnostic AI, and sales uses an AI customer platform. Behind a rigid vertical barrier, data packets simply bounce off. In the middle, a human worker acts as a manual bridge, overwhelmed by unorganized data streams from both sides, trying to connect systems. In their rush to modernize, automotive retailers constructed a digital labyrinth that paralyzes their own workforce. Move up the supply chain to the OEM product teams, and you see the exact same fragmentation magnified across thousands of employees. A product division generates a detailed market analysis using their specific vendor. Meanwhile, the marketing department generates an entirely different set of customer insights using theirs. The outputs directly contradict each other. Because these proprietary systems operate in the dark, throwing another AI tool into the mix only multiplies the volume of conflicting noise. Executive leadership looks at the resulting static and blames the vendor. They assume they purchased a defective software package, missing the structural failure beneath it. The computational power is scaling, yet the human capacity to reconcile its constant contradictions has reached its absolute limit. Economists have a name for this specific crisis point. It's called the coordination ceiling. Plotting AI tool adoption against organizational agility, the curve rises steadily, then hits a hard peak, the coordination ceiling. Here, integrating one more AI tool destroys any benefit. We hit the ceiling because of this blueprint, a traditional transactional age operating model. These vertical columns are functional silos. The workflows are linear. Decisions are made using static, periodic reports. It is an environment built to compartmentalize information, which naturally rejects continuous, flowing data. Artificial intelligence operates on the opposite principle. To generate accurate, predictive insights, an AI model requires constant, cross-functional data flows from every corner of the business. It is physically impossible to bolt an intelligence age technology onto a transactional age organizational chassis. The vehicle will break. By 2026, forward-thinking dealer groups and OEMs hit a realization. Integrating AI requires a complete operating model redesign rather than a standard IT procurement budget. The strategic focus had to shift. On the left, the question, "What AI tool should we buy?" is aggressively crossed out. Instead, leaders must answer the question on the right, "How should information flow?" Answering that requires adopting a new discipline known as intelligence architecture. Tools solve isolated tasks to create fragments. Architecture coordinates those fragments. It links them into a structured, interconnected thinking system. This breakpoint is a moment of honest reckoning. It is the friction required to stop buying software and start rebuilding the business logic. Dismantling these silos isn't a technical update. It is a direct threat to the internal boundaries that have defined automotive careers for decades. As these walls crumble, the conflict between new intelligence architecture and legacy department heads moves from the server room to the boardroom.